It's Mark from TRUTHSEEKER, and the other day I did a little video. Excuse me. I'm still sick. I don't know if it's allergies or what it is, but let's get back into this. This is from some spirit pictures. Now, I'm going to show you. This is the same section, different pictures, same section. And none of it makes any sense. Everything is moved around. I mean, it just doesn't really make much sense. I mean, you look at some of this stuff, then it's gone over here. This big rock here is moved over here. A bunch of stuff in this area is gone. Then you come up here, it's all really clean. It's like somebody walked up into this area and started moving stuff around, or NASA edited it. You look at this piece, right? Almost, I know it's not, but let's say it looks like a shovel head. You come up to this picture, what happened to it? Okay. See how this is all heavily messed around with here? Here it's not. Here it's not. And you get this, whatever it is, it's strange. It looks like it's got carvings in it. And this, it's gone here. Here. See, this thing here looks to be moved. See, here it is, and it looks to be moved there. You see how this plate looks like it's got some type of carvings in it? It's a thin plate, nothing, nothing heavy. It's something somebody could move. And you can see in this, it looks like there's carvings, or it's thatched. It looks like another statue. I don't know, it almost looks like there's something wrapped around it, but I'm sure it's not. What this rock is doing is hiding this thing back here. You can see where part of it's coming out. Now I'm going to tell you why I think, and just I think, this stuff was moved. See this cool thing with the two holes? You can come up back here. You see this piece? See this? It's gone here. And here, I really don't even know what to make of what NASA did to this. I don't even know what to make of it. To me, this is a snake coming out from under here. You could see what it looks like. You see how it's not in this. But what they did here is they heavily blacked this out. So that could have been the beginnings of it coming out. This is weird because it's got a shadow underneath it, but I'm not going to pay much attention to that. And you see here, alright, it's not coming out here. But what I'm calling a snake, and it sure looks like it's coming out of a hole or den. You would see different, how snakes are really colored. The skin, you can see the little eye. The mouth is opened like it's going after something. And you have these weird things that are floating. Here they just really blended all of this in. But you can see this is really not what's here. I believe this rock to be totally fake. You see what's behind it? See how this is coming out? Looks like a piece of equipment. See how they missed? This happens a lot. But for them, if they can get close, it doesn't matter. So you have this another. Looks like there's something in there. Back here almost looks like there's branches covering this piece up. But this is what really got me. Look at this piece back here. I believe this to be real. This piece back here. There's a carving in it. But that to me really looks like a snake. They could easily have gone out of their way to cover that up. But that's neither here nor there. Why I think this stuff is moved is because of this. You got the nose, the eyes. You can see the hair coming out from underneath some type of hat. You can see the facial structures. I believe this is somebody walking on Mars. Now, you could see that this just does not look right. None of this. It's too boxy. It's just, I don't know, just something's not right with it. It morphs. It's just not right. You could see what's behind it on this one. It almost looks like there's a cross laying on the ground here with a shadow underneath it. You come over here, it looks like there's a person working on something. I do not believe anything I see in these photos when it comes to stuff like this. Because you never know, you know. Just something's not right. They're pieces. Then you come over here. To me, this looks like a pit with a fire going. That's what I take it as. You could take it whatever you want, as whatever you want. To me, and I showed this in my other video, there's something going on back there. That's a beautiful piece of carving. But this here, to me, looks like a fire. You can see there's like a haze and smoke coming off of it. These parts of the picture here, I believe, are from satellites or drones, and they're cut in. Because when you really zoom down into this, you can see the structures. There's walkways. It's just amazing what's underneath this blur. But this is what. Now, could this have been a person walking wrapped in like a blanket? And you could easily have added this. Is he coming out? Is this some type of shelter underneath here? See how it's opened? They made it look like a rock. See how it changes here? Yeah, I believe this is all CGI added. You can see it just doesn't fit right into the picture. Okay. Could he become, is this a shelter he's coming out? You see this guy back here? Look at it, your typical gray alien eyes. I doubt that's what it is, but it's just strange. It almost looks like it's got a neck. Showed you this little piece of machinery the other day. This, see, this looks like a horse. I mean, I don't know how much more I got to show before NASA will come out with some type of response, but, and I love it, you know, a lot of, like when I started first doing this, it's like it's floating in air. To me, that's maybe like some type of thatched roof or something, or some type of shelter. There's something underneath it. There's no way a rock that big is just floating in air. It's just not happening. You could see this. You could see the shadow. There's this weird thing over here, but you know, NASA never figured. Look at this thing. It looks like a spout. It almost looks like there's something coming out of it. You see what's coming out of it? That's a water spout. But there is no way NASA figured on these spirit pictures that we'd have the technology, or a guy like me would be doing this. But let me tell you something. That looks like hair, a little hat. That's facial features. There's an eye. It's a side profile. That's the best picture of a human, alien, whatever you want to call them. There's a couple other really cool things that I'm just going to go over real quick. It looks to be like a little cross carved in there. There's all types of little stuff right around this area. You see what's sticking up out of it. I mean, these are not rocks. See how you could see down into it? This is what I love, you know. I've been screaming about this for a couple of months. You know, since I started doing my videos. Maybe this thing's hollow on the inside. Like maybe it's some type of cart or something. You see the statue behind it. I love that, you know, the other guys that are doing these videos are really starting to see that these black smudges are not what they seem to be. They're just a major distraction. You know, like this, you know, when you're looking at the picture, you just want to go right over this because of that black smudge. But when you start looking, you see that there's a wall with carvings in it. You see how it comes up? I mean, that's a beautiful carving. Beautiful. But NASA fit that we're not smart enough to handle this, or privileged enough, which really sickens me. This almost looks like a satellite dish. See it, the little thing in the center? You see what I'm talking about underneath this? There's a whole structure. You could walk through here. Don't pay attention to that black smudge in this one and this one. You see what I'm talking about? Like you could walk. See this item here? See the shadow underneath it? It's huge. This thing is huge. See the shadow? You see these entrances? See? See how it's carved? When you come up, there's more of them. I believe this goes up into the mountain. You see what they did back here to this stuff? It's absolutely disgusting what they did. They got these pictures pieced together from satellite, from drone. I don't care what anybody says. I believe we're there. We're there. They're building. Look at this thing. We're working right in conjunction with, I think they take them to be Nordic type people and Greys, and who else? But those are the only two different types of, I guess they're called DVEs that I've seen. In my pictures and stuff, in my research. But who knows? There could be a million. And I'm sure there is a million types of life forms. You know. NASA's known for a long time. One of the first rovers they sent up there did some type of test, biological test. They put a solution in the dirt, in the soil, and they waited a little bit, and then they tested it. And what was coming off of it showed that there was life, at least microbial life. And, you know, the control, everything went perfect. The control test went perfect, everything. Testing on Earth here, they tested, you got to do some research into it. I'll find the link. But the testing that they did on Earth was so extensive to make sure that this was perfect. And as soon as NASA heard the results that they didn't want to hear, you know what they do? Oh, now I see what this is. See how they put this blur? This is a gigantic statue. You see it? The two eyes, the head, something on the head. You can see some of it's coming through. A giant statue. They're real slick over there at NASA. Alright guys. This is Mark from TRUTHSEEKER. I got some really cool stuff coming. Remember, like, share, subscribe. You know, find somebody that doesn't believe in this stuff and share one of my videos with them. I'm out.